Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's a bit of a sad day. We've come down south to the vets. Keisha has an appointment today, and well, welcome back, welcome to, but I'm just gonna bring you along. We're gonna go to Bunnings today while we're waiting for her because we need to go pick out some tiles and grab a few things. I'm not grabbing as much as I thought after that a pre-op appointment, but you guys would have seen in my previous videos, she's our little dog. I'll try and insert some footage of her somewhere or a picture. So poor Keisha has suffered with, she ended up with a lump on her face that burst, and so we thought it was an abscess. So, you know, these things happen. However, it wouldn't ever fully heal up and go away. So it would be looking really good, and then next thing it would start oozing again. It never formed into a lump again much, but the sore itself would never heal up. And I've got my little buddy. We are parked, don't stress. She's just had some breakfast because we had to leave home at like 6:30 and I had to get her up out of bed, and she was not keen for food by then. But we've had some yogurt and apple and banana. Anyway, I was giving her face like betadine baths and salt water baths. So betadine, it was actually a vet nurse practitioner, whatever they're called, had told me about, like, water down the betadine to make it like a weak looking tea to help wounds stay clear. That was like a kind of like a, what am I trying to say? It's kind of like a hospital grade-ish, like better than salt water. Anyway, but we then noticed her eye was really getting impacted by it. So I brought her down to the vets last week, and when I say impacted, like her eye started to bulge, she started having pus come out of her little like tear trough. I was like, okay, this is not good. Are you gonna try and drive? Yeah, so I brought her down last week, and as I expected, after Googling, it looked to potentially be a root abscess from her tooth. So they couldn't operate that day, obviously, because they need to get infections under control. So she was booked to come back today. So they gave me an estimate, which they said that could potentially be up to 6 teeth that need to be taken. I was like, holy crap, what is she gonna eat with then? Like, that's a lot of teeth for like a small dog. Anyway, they just wanted me to be prepared for absolute worst case, and that would be about $900. Not ideal when I'm trying to renovate a house and whatnot and not working. So anyway, is what it is. We were like, okay, that's fine. Like, I had money put away to pay for something else that can be put on the back burner. I've come in today, and then he's looking at her eye, and I knew it straight away, because we had a little bit of that discussion in her op last week where he was like, oh, like, when she comes in, like, I'm just gonna pre-warn you, like, maybe her eye has glaucoma, which means that she may lose that. But he sort of was hopeful that maybe the medication might help everything set back and I'd be fine. And yeah, I noticed even over the week, like, the medication did absolutely help, like the swelling around the eye, but the eye itself just got worse and worse and worse in the sense of like cloudiness. I really wish I had taken some pictures. I was not expecting the outcome today that we're gonna have. So yeah, her whole eye, if you can imagine like a cataract, but like full on. And I'm not kidding you, like, this happened in a space of 3 weeks. 3 weeks, her eye went from looking normal to like, oh, okay, like she's getting a bit of cataract, she's getting blind, to I was like, holy guacamole, the sight is gone. So yeah, this morning he confirmed that there is absolutely no site in it, and he could actually, when he like pulled it right back and that, you could see like the bloodshot in it was really bad, and there was like almost like a line where you could see like the bloodshotness coming down even over the colouring of her eye. So yeah, he's like, okay, right, we've got to take the eye. I was like, okay. And then obviously my next question was, okay, so like, is that a today thing? Is it an... Okay, alright, 2 seconds. Yeah, did you want another?
Apple.
Yes, so I was like, okay, so like when sort of thing, which he was like, look, I can take it today. It's not ideal because obviously we want to be taking the eye in a sterile environment versus root extractions, and teeth cleaning is not the most sterile. However, like it obviously saves on her having to come back in, go back under again, like in those additional costs and stress on her body. So we talked through that, and so if I was to bring her back in like 2 weeks, it'd be like $850 to just remove the eye, versus if I added it on today, we're looking more around the $500 mark. So I mean, it was quite hard, like that's quite, sorry, between $400 to $500, so it's quite a significant savings. The only like downside is that we are at a higher risk of infection due to what they're doing, so it probably will mean I need to keep an extremely close eye on her and pray that when they're doing the op, nothing gets, what is the wording, non-sterile? I don't know. There's people walking past. Yeah. Are you going to have any more though? Or are you finished? So yes, there was a significant difference. But considering the difference in that risk, like it's not massive, but there's obviously, he just needed to disclose that that would be the only thing, well, not the only thing, but the main reason to consider waiting. So we sort of took into account the fact that I would have to come back down again, so like an hour and a half, plus that price difference, and the fact that like I am home with her, whatnot, so like I should be able to keep right on top of keeping an eye on that infection side of things. So Keisha is losing her eye today. She's gonna, the poor thing. I mean, she can't see out of it anyway, but I do feel for her. It's a bit sad. It's going to be much better in the sense of, you've got enough there. It's going to be better in the sense that she's not going to be in any pain, because he did say glaucoma will be causing her pain, because that was my question, like does the eye have to come out? If it's not causing any pain and it's not going to do anything bad, like why can't she just keep it in? But yeah, he did say, yeah. All done? What do you want? Who's that? Are people going for a walk? Don't put it out. Yeah, he did say it would be painful and it needs to come out. So when I go and pick her up, I'm not going to take you guys with me in there, but when she comes out, she's obviously going to be super drowsy. I'll show you guys her then. And then I might even go over, if I remember, to film like her recovery, or at least just snippets along in videos. But for now, we've got a few hours to kill. We had to drop her off by 8. We had a little consultation. And then now we are, well, we had planned to go to like Kmart, you know, see what that had, see what Best and Less had. But now that our budget has been blown out by an extra $500 for the pooch, we won't be doing that. We are instead going to Bunnings. We're going to go pick out some tiles. and buy the tile glue and that for the laundry floor. So let's go. Alrighty, I feel like I'm being the worst recorder. I'm in a parking spot where there's heaps of, excuse me, people. My guy's dog just ran away. Oh, thank you. We're just having a little pit stop so Macy can have a little bit more food. Keisha is nearly done. They've actually rang me and she is in recovery. All has gone well so far. It obviously ended up being a major day for her. So I'm not due to go pick her up for like another hour. And I feel terrible. I went into Bunnings, every intention of bringing you guys along. We went in there, Macy spotted the playground, which that was fine. I let her play on that and thought, oh, I could even, maybe capture some of that because she was the only kid in there. As I thought about that and did a couple of like messages on my phone, I noticed someone was squatting down. Any of mums out there will know that stance. Get what I mean? So, needless to say,
Duck.
yeah, there's a duck. The Bunnings trip was very short. I went in, picked the tile, made sure like you can actually, because just what the price says on it, like each tile, because they're different shapes and sizes, means that they'll cover a different square meter. So I just checked what per square meter it would be. So it was $40 for a box, and the box covers 1.44 square meters, which worked out to be about $27.63, I think. But I'll pop a picture of the tile that I chose on the website. And I'll also, when we go home, I'm not going to open the box and show you. I'll show you the box. But the tile, I'll be taking video and time-lapsing as such when they get laid, so you'll be able to see them then. And yeah, I'd planned to go in the plant section, take some video in there. No, she stunk. And I was half like, oh, I'll just run back out to the car and change her. And then go back in. No. There was no way she was going to let me do that. I knew if I got her out to the car, one, she's going to have a fit about being put back in the car. And two, she's so stinking cute. Then trying to go back into her there. So I called it quits. So we've just been to a park. That was super duper fun for her. Loves a park. And now I actually realized this morning I was in a beautiful location as well, and I didn't even show you guys it. So now I'm going to show you where I am. There's heaps of ships here today, so it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I've got one ship. Hopefully you can actually see them. Another ship. 2, 3, 4. And me. But how stunning is this weather? We're about to hit, what, we're like 2 weeks off the start. And this whole week is in the 20s. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It means me and Macy have been able to go outside a lot. It has meant all the trees that I planted, thinking it's autumn, now it's time to get them in, I have had to water a lot more than I thought, but that's okay. So, oh, and also, at the same, I thought I was going to take you guys into Kmart. I hate vlogs like this where people are like, oh, let me take you along, and then all they do is show you the stuff after. Like, how boring. I want to go in the shop. I want to feel like I was shopping with you. I did end up going to Kmart, even though I did said I wouldn't, because one, I needed a lunch bag. Let me show you. How cute. For work. I realised I threw my old one away because it went a bit yucky. And then I just bought a new one for Jace, and Macy got gifted one, but I don't have one. So I would prefer if my lunch was in some nicer things. And then Macy really needed a beanie that will fit her for this winter. I didn't really want the gloves, let me use them, but nice little beanie. Cute. And again, kitty litter. You guys don't want to see that. So yeah, all in all, it was a fun day. It was nice to just, me and her have spent a lot of the day like this, chilling, haven't we? Went and ate our lunch by the water again. I didn't take you guys along for that. She fell asleep for most of it, so that's why she's eating now. Are you a chippy monster? Yes. And you're trying my frappe? You quite like it? It's not gonna be long, and those fries are gonna be thrown out the window because she knows it'll bring the seagulls. Alright, bye for now. Hour to go. Let's go get our little Keisha girl. Alrighty, we are back. We are home. I didn't do it in the car because I just wanted to get her home as soon as possible. Let's make sure no cats go near her before I show you guys. Warning, if you don't like surgical things, sutures, etc., don't look, okay? Hey little possum. So she ended up with 4 teeth out and the eye gone. Oh, my beautiful girl. Hey, and we didn't wake up very well from it. She had a freak out, so a little bit extra drowsy because I had to make her comfortable while she was having her moment. But she made the trip home very well, slept, set her up on me. I'll try and get that out of the shot. And yeah, we've got a little cozy bed for the next few nights. Hey. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna set her up now.